breaking news. We do have an update in the trial of Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein. Joining me now is NBC's Ron Allen outside the courthouse in New York City. Ron, there's a note from the jury.
Yes, it's a very important note from the jury that says that they are hung on 2 of the 5 counts that Harvey Weinstein faces. That also means that they have perhaps reached unanimous decisions in 3 others. Now, it's a bit complicated here. Essentially, this means that they have perhaps found him guilty of 1 of the 2 assaults that he is charged with. The actress Jessica Mann or the production assistant Mimi Haley. The first and third counts have to do with yet another case involving an actress, Annabella Sciorra, who that is an extenuating circumstance. It's an extension, an additional count that could enhance the initial charges against the other 2 in the other 2 cases. It's a little confusing, but the bottom line is that by saying that they are hung on counts 1 and 3, this means that we can readily believe that the jury has found him guilty of 1 of those other charges, because they would not be considering the extenuating case involving Annabella Sciorra if they hadn't found him guilty of 1 of those other cases. The deliberations continue now. We believe that court is to end around 3 o'clock today. That may change because the jury appears to be very close to final decision in all this. Back to you.
Ron Allen, we will be watching and paying attention. Ron, thank you very much.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.